And welcome. It is 9:03. Hey, not too bad. I'm only 3 minutes late on the late night edition, bringing the DJ and TV crew together, MJ and Dan, for DJ and TV Late Night Chat. And we've got such a great show. I was watching the group chat about what topics we're going to talk about, and I'm so excited about all the different apps we're going to talk about because it's really fun. I mean, it's amazing. It's like an explosion of apps that are available to do stuff. But that's just one of the great topics that we'll have for the show tonight. Good evening, guys.
Hi.
Hey. Sorry.
Hey. Oh, sorry.
Hey.
Sorry. No, you're not.
That's an old person reference right there.
I got it. I'm not that old. I think.
No, we can't talk like we're old on this show. That's against the rules.
I just said it was an old reference. That was all.
You said old person reference.
Yeah. So
That's
that was
true.
I'll reference stuff for the young people too, if you like.
You sufficiently distanced yourself from that.
No, I like to hit all genres. I'm gonna touch bases with everybody.
Equal opportunity.
Right. I'm an equal opportunity annoyer.
From the beginning, equal opportunity offender.
Annoyer. I don't like to offend.
No, because we had the Amish and.
Oh, see, we haven't offended anybody in a while. Tonight, I'm going to.
Oh boy, this is something to look forward to.
Yeah, I already plan on it tonight. There's going to be people that are probably going to be writing in and sending me hate mail. And
all right, I want to point something out that I don't think anybody knows. But if you notice that Dan's microphone is glowing blue, that is where MJ broadcasts from, is inside of Dan's microphone. That's why there's the whole blue background. I know this is like a big secret that you weren't going to let out of the box, but I couldn't help myself.
We'll make the room shake.
Yeah, he's in there. I mean, Dan is the equivalent of Horton.
We need to get you something blue, Jason.
Horton here's an
got
MJ.
Blue room. I got a blue microphone.
I know. I need something. I need to add some blue uplighting in here or something. Oh wait, no, I do have something blue actually. So keep talking. I'll turn it on.
I think I see.
My studio's small, but not that small, Dan.
Yeah, I call you short from time to time, but that would be really bad.
No, I have to tilt this down so you all can see it.
Ooh, the lava lamp.
It's a blue lava lamp. So there's my blue contribution. Now we can play Dave. We can play Mike Walter's favorite song, "Blue." I'm so blue. I'm so blue, blue. Remember that song?
Yeah, I have a friend who absolutely hates that song. So every once in a while, if he's out somewhere, I'll drop a sample in, if nothing else, just to annoy him.
There's always a friend that hates that song.
Oh, this dude has like a lot that he hates. So like I have a very large a book to choose from. Like anything Pitbull you don't play.
Wow.
He hates Pitbull so bad.
You know how to get him out of a room.
Well, we do a fundraiser each year for the DJ AM fund, and one of the things is that they'll set a dollar amount, and if we put that much, I mean, this is beyond all the stuff that's being raffled off. If we put that much cash in a box, he has to do it because like the night is split up where each DJ does like 10 or 15 minute set, and there's DJ after DJ after DJ after DJ. But when it comes his turn, if we've raised certain amount of money by then, he has to do an entire set of Pitbull songs.
Oh wow, nice.
So I'm surprised they haven't gotten me in on that for country music, because people give a lot of money to see me play one country song.
Yeah, that would be. Which one would you play?
I don't know. Probably
the one where the dog got shot. And
no, I'm trying to think what I have.
Boogie, the dance version,
country and is tolerable.
Something you can mix into.
I don't know. I'd probably find some crazy remix. That's probably what I'd do. Is I'd just probably throw some stupid remix over top that thoroughly annoyed everyone and go, "That's not country," or play Taylor Swift and have them tell me it's not country.
There you go. Or you could just put some beats behind Waylon. Some of those classic dudes are cool. Johnny Cash. Everybody, every age loves Johnny Cash.
A Ring of Fire.
I'm gonna pass on all of those.
Really, you in a Ring of Fire?
I have a remix of that actually.
Well, that's what it's kind of going with.
I don't really consider him country. I mean, he is country, but I don't really consider him country.
Yeah, no, he's
but
kind of
there's no app for it.
crossover renegade, right?
There's no app for country. I'm sure there is.
Oh, there's trust me. Just hashtag country music sucks, and you'll see a whole world out there that I just embrace. It's out there. Trust, brother. I just heard from Shani. She has been held captive by an Uber driver.
Oh my! Another story. That poor girl. I tell you, if there wasn't for bad luck, she'd have no luck at all.
She's coming home from somewhere, and she's in the Uber car. So she will be getting back to us. Those of you who only tuned in to see her, she will join us tonight.
Also, a reason to keep watching.
Yes. But tonight, we have a boatload of apps. And trust me, I'm going to get through a lot. And like I said, I'm going to offend some people later tonight on purpose. I want to. So where do you guys want to start? I want to start with the lead story, the one that was on the flyer. So
yes.
All right. The thing is this week that Tinder decided to join up with Spotify. So if you have a Tinder thing and you're able to go to your Tinder thing, now you can pick a theme song and you can be matched by other people who pick that same theme song. So that kind of leads me to this question. What would your anthem be?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, right.
I was going to preempt you with this question, but I decided, no, it'll be much more fun to watch you stammer and stutter and try to figure a song that best defines you as a person.
Oh, it has to define you as a person?
It's your anthem. It's your theme song. I know what mine would be. Mine is actually a song that was in my third album called Push Me. And this would be my theme song, and no one would know it unless you bought my album, which that would all 12 people. But this is what it would be. The song was called Push Me. I won't play the whole thing, I promise.
Are we going to get kicked off because you're doing this?
It's my song. I wrote it.
Your song, not just... Okay.
I hear the copyright police coming.
DJ, play this song. DJ.
I'm going to skip ahead to the chorus.
It's like a dance show.
Come on and push me to the limit.
Wow, MG, you got a high voice.
Is this you singing?
There we go. No, that's not me. That was a sample that I put together, and then when I did it in a live show, I actually sang it in a live show with that as harmonized. So
awesome.
That would be my theme song. So what do you guys got as theme songs?
Well, nothing as cool as that. I mean,
come on now.
What came to mind for me was like Taco putting on the Ritz.
Oh, I thought you said eating tacos. I was like, what?
Eating tacos. Yeah, that's a great song.
Yeah. I would love to say it was Pitbull, Don't Stop the Party. But that's like the DJ side of me. It's my ringtone right now still. So
I would have to play the original by what's his name. I can't even think of who it is. Gosh, I play it out on house night. It's who he stole it from.
Oh, okay.
You can't think of it. Jason?
I can't think of it either. Am I supposed to pick another song?
Yeah, your song. Unless you really want to stick with Taco.
I love Taco. I love the one-hit wonders from the 80s.
I never would have picked you as a Taco person. I would have said something more classic. Like I don't know, maybe like a Stevie Ray Vaughan or something like that, maybe. Something a little bit.
Well, I was really into the Moody Blues.
That would be one I could see you pick.
Or how about Pet Shop Boys? It's a Sin.
Okay.
West End Girls, a little more popular.
Okay. You're into that new wave, that 80s new wave stuff.
Yeah. Or 88 lines about 44 women.
Don't know that one. Sorry.
You don't know that one? You should YouTube that one sometime. With your guy friends.
I'm going fast.
Not on a date.
I have my guy friends are right now speaking to me. Okay, so I'm getting the abuse now so that I can dish it out later. But what do you think? What do you think about this whole Tinder or Spotify thing? Because there seems to be a lot of apps that are working together. Because like in the DJ world, when you come to the softwares, you get a lot of different companies that are joining in with streaming services and stuff. So what does this whole mean in the music world that they're teaming up? A dating thing is teaming up with a music thing.
Well, the music thing.
I think it's just something to have some fun with. I think it's one of those ideas. I mean, we often talk. Let's put it this way: if you found a girl that you were going to tolerate, but it's
the other way around.
I'm giving whatever would happen to be the case, and she loved country music. Deal breaker?
Oh, absolutely.
So therefore, finding common interest via music. There you go.
If she
But
owned
what if she
cowboy
loved
boots,
country
it'd be
music
a deal
and she
breaker.
was really hot?
What's that?
What if she loved country music and she was really hot?
I don't
and
care if she
into
was
you?
the most beautiful woman in the world and loved me for who I am. No country.
It's like the crazy hotline. I mean, How I Met Your Mother.
I've never seen that. Sorry.
Crazy or hot? Which one?
Right,
Where's
you-
the line? Where's the threshold? You know,
You
I can
I can
choose.
tolerate crazy.
crazy.
I relate with crazy.
Country and hot. Is there a line?
No, I would. I don't know. There's. You see, I would really start offending country people if I gave my honest opinion. In fact, another DJ and I were chatting the other weekend, and he said something about he had to play a private party on Saturday for 700 people, where he had to play a little bit of country. And I said, little bit of country. I said, so it's a honky tonk. He's like, no, it's a party. I said, you play one country song, it's a honky tonk as far as I'm
But how did
And
he
see,
mix it,
I
though?
keep thinking about like hiring, having you come up here and trying to form some 2-person team, and then you do that. And I know there's no way, because I guarantee you 1 out of every 2 events, there's at least one country song.
It's literally in my contract where it says right after where it says old and new, clean top 40, no country
No country ever,
Nope.
nada.
ever.
So much for that thought.
Yeah,
But if
Ian
you
in the
wanted
chat
to
room
play it,
says
like, if
he's
you
got
wanted
a.
a tag team and you wanted to play it. I've done that before. I do. I just can't. Last week we talked about it. The Sweet 15 birthdays.
It's here.
It's yeah. I do with a friend here in Pittsburgh where he handles the entire side of the Latina side, and I handle the top 40, and we tag team.
I have to
What's
tell
that?
you that Ian Moore says he has a killer tipsy set beat with Gampler vocals. Always a hit.
This is as close to country as I get. I have a mashup of Sweet Home Alabama and Nellie's Country Grammar. That's as close as I get.
Oh no!
See,
honey, I'm good.
and to the people who know, Leonard isn't country. They're classic.
It's
they're
Southern Fried Rock.
Still, once you
breading.
Southern fry something, it's redneck. And this isn't even the part where I'm trying to offend anybody. Later on, I get to offend someone.
It's gonna get worse.
All
It's
right,
gonna
so
get
here's
bloody.
the question. I'm going to ask it back to you, Dan, and you guys, since you're both married.
Mhm.
If the app was matching you up by musical preferences, would it have matched you up with your current spouses?
No.
No, I'd have to choose REM or Morrissey or
Not
Prince.
horrible.
I would have to choose one of those three.
My wife is into like acapella type stuff, like the pentatonics and that, as well as classical, because she teaches music, and Irish. And now I've come to appreciate all of those. But prior to meeting her,
But
Nothing.
can you river dance?
keep in mind, when I say my wife is Irish, now granted, she's not off the boat Irish, but her grandparents were. So those kind of things, bagpipes, drum, all that comes out every wedding, every party. They river dance. It's crazy.
And do you join in?
I attempted to at my wedding, just because,
It's
and
your
ever
wedding.
since then I learned not to.
So, so you're saying there's pictures.
I'm sure there is. There's not video.
I will have to get in touch with your wife then and say, what is the cash price to let me have a copy of some of the
Oh, trust me, there's much more embarrassing photos than that.
in you Irish dancing?
Yes, right. We need to play that on the show. Dan river dancing.
River Dance Dan.
The other thing that would be crazy. That's Dan with hair. So.
Put him on tour in Vegas.
There you go. That could be your thing. You could DJ strictly Irish, authentic Irish music.
Your booth could be built so they can see your feet.
Ooh.
Hey, as long as I can be next door to the Backstreet Boys when we're doing it, because they're making killer money now.
Bye.
I
That's
still
it.
think
It is.
What's
I
that?
was just trying to see if
they're all the same. Once a boy band, always a boy band.
But yeah, they started a residency in Las Vegas.
Oh,
That
really?
was came out this morning or yesterday, something like that.
So they're the new Sinatra.
Wow. They are.
Speaking of pentatonic, and this is country. Did you see their version of I forgot the lady's name.
Oh, Dolly Parton.
The one with Dolly Parton. Yeah.
I saw it came through the feed. I didn't watch it.
It was really good. I mean, I liked them to begin with, and I was like, wow, she never needs a band again. Just travel with these guys. That is it.
Gosh,
Wait, did you just compliment a country artist probably doing a country song? Do we have a video record of this?
We do. It's been recorded.
No, I said that version.
I think we just broke the internet. It doesn't matter. It was a country song. You just complimented a country song.
Jolene. Thank you, Matt. Jolene. No, it's once it changes, it's not that. You know,
you're not talking about that. They're not. Are they using the slowed down version? Jolene. Where you're like, is that a guy?
It's pretty pumping. Why are we talking about freaking country music?
I don't know what happened. We're going to talk about apps. This is kind of like the longest ramp up to talk about apps that has ever been done in the history of doing a show.
Well, it's kind of a good segue tonight because we were talking about songs we like and don't like. I'm going to talk about two different request apps that have been brought and accosted my my platform from another friend of mine. And the first one is called Lonos Music. Okay. So Lonos Music is an app where you can download the app and then tell your audience via these, if I can find it, these, you hand them out cards like this. Okay. And they can request different songs from you. And if you can see it here, I can't really zoom in right here, but they'll put a song in and it says, accept, don't have it, not the vibe. And they're willing to tip you if you have it.
Nice.
Now, can they pay you through the app?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so this isn't like, I'm going to give you $10 if you play my song next. And then they leave out the door before they ever pay you.
Yeah.
That's
it's all digital, which I thought was kind of neat. Not for weddings, obviously,
Yeah.
but it's still, I think it's taken the whole another section of the DJ world and digitized it, which was always a very hands-on thing.
Well, the tipping thing is really kind of cool. Like they could tip you, they could like throw some money at you through the phone. That's going to increase your odds of getting some tips. You know, if you're playing an event, it's like, oh yeah, of course I'm going to play this for $100.
I'd be curious to see if the,
I'll play a little bit.
Tip part is mandatory to it. Because if it's not, it could be actually kind of cool for weddings. I prefer the one-on-one, face-to-face when they come up when I'm at a wedding. But I have a friend of mine who will kind of put cards out with his cell number on it, or maybe it's like a fake number that they do, but he'll get texts, all night long of the wedding. So this would kind of be again a nice place for them to just all go to and use.
It's interesting. And it's not the only one out there. There was another one that they are in the beta form. So they haven't been released yet, called DJ Requester. So if you go to DJ Requester, as in requester.com, is the other one. And I don't have a lot of information on it, but it's basically the same thing. And if you sign up with email, which I didn't feel like doing, you can get it on the beta level.
Wow, I see a downside. I am seeing a downside.
Okay.
And I want to share what that is when we come back from our little break from our great sponsors of this show. Electro Voice, DJ Event Planner, and Newmark is now a sponsor of the show.
Yeah, boy.
So very, very cool. So we'll take a little moment. We'll be right back on DJ NTV Monday Night DJ Chat with MJ and Dan.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business. Streamline all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool.
And we are back on Monday Night DJ Chat on DJ and TV with MJ and Dan, and I am Jason filling in for John, who's got eye surgery going on, which I guess went pretty good. He's the meds are working now, so it's kind of tolerable.
That's good news.
Yeah. So.
Cool.
So the downside to that app that I see is that now when they say, "Are you connected to the internet?" you can't really lie and say, "No, I don't have internet on this computer, and I only have my music library, and I don't have that song."
Well, but here's the thing:
you run it from the phone.
Yeah, you're checking it on your phone, not on your computer.
That's true. That's true. You're
Since
right.
my phone no
You're
longer
right.
has a headphone jack, I can't connect it to my system.
Exactly. And I don't have a jack like that size to fit in your phone. Yes.
That is funny. I would just love hitting the button going, nope, nope, nope.
Right.
Not the vibe.
Not the vibe.
I do like that. I do like that it's more than just a yes or no, there's actually a not the vibe, so that, when they're asking for a request that might actually be good, but just has no place. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Like,
and then they send you a 300 character text that says, "Oh, but it would so rock the dance for so many people would get on a dance. I know they would. Everyone loves this song. Everyone that I've ever known loved to dance this song. In fact, every dance I've ever been to, it always packs the floor. It fills the house. It's really amazing. I've been a DJ once. You know that?"
That's why the app is better than giving out your number for them to actually text you. Hence, what would happen at
right, and then complain long after the event.
I could see using this for a school event too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
With a nice feature, because they're going to be on their phones, they're going to have them, and just the availability of having it right there. That's why I said, like, I'd love for the tip portion to be taken out, just weddings one, but also for those, because then they could do it. And if they want to send me 8,000 for the same song, oh well, their data.
Right.
I still like saying no.
Like the power. No.
No requests for you. No requests for you. No requests for you. I'm not horrible on requests. I tend to get a lot of really stupid people asking me to play stupid songs. Do not walk up to me at a nightclub and say, "I'll give you $5 if you play the national anthem." I'm going to have you check for drugs at that point.
Yeah, right? And followed up with some country.
No. Actually, I decided to throw somebody out one night. I was at a place. They came in from West Virginia. For those of you who don't know this area, Pennsylvania, we're real close to Ohio, and West Virginia and Maryland. We're kind of, in all of it. And West Virginia is kind of known as a little bit more of a country area. And she was getting mad at me because I wouldn't play country. And I'm like, the manager's right over there. And she started getting all mouthy, and I just pulled the bouncer over. I said, either she calms down or she goes. And he's like, "What's the problem?" I said, "She's screaming at me because I won't play a country song." And she's like, he told her walk away, and she didn't. And that was it. That's all it took.
Wow. It's too bad you had to actually even give a reason. The best bars are when you say, "Come over," and go, "This person's got to go." And they go, "Go."
Well,
There's
no, he was
discussion.
being cool. I would have asked too. Why? So I was cool about that. It's like, no, there's a difference between asking and saying no, and then getting in my face, and then me discussing it with you, and then getting in my face further. No.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we're back on the country, and that's not even the.
Sorry, I brought it up. That was my fault.
No,
So let's talk about
even
another app.
Dan, let's talk about, you brought this up earlier that slipped my mind when I was talking apps, was lighting control apps.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of information do you have? Because you mentioned a couple.
Well, there's a bunch of them out there. Everybody and their brother seems to finally have one. I shouldn't say everybody and their brother, but there's quite a few. I mean, if you search even just wireless DMX on the App Store, I was getting a bunch of them because I was actually having trouble finding. There was an email that came out through Mobile Beat today that was via or courtesy of Chauvet, and they had what looked like a new version of Show Express. So I got all excited because I'm like, okay, maybe they finally made an app for Chauvet that was for the phone. Because for those of you not familiar with it, the app that you can use to control Show Express either from your phone or from your iPad is not actually made by them. It's by a third party, and they kind of endorse it. It's the lighting controller, I think is what it's called, or is who it's by. So the nice thing is it works pretty well. The downside is it hasn't been updated in 3 years.
Oh, wow.
And so it'd be nice to kind of have some new features. So when I'm seeing the ad, I'm seeing the picture on the phone and the iPad that they had there, and I'm like, that looks like a new interface, but it wasn't. Now, Chauvet does have the FlareCon app, which is proprietary to their wireless DMX, and that's nice. But that didn't look like the FlareCon either. So I'm not 100% sure what it was, unless it was just some nice graphics that somebody said, "Hey, let's make it look like the app," so because it's ours and not the third party. But I don't know. But that Show Express, like I said, has one. That actually, personally, that's what I use. I run Show Express on my DJ computer, but I control it with my iPad. And that's why I went that way. I was looking at the time, ADJ didn't have one. Now, since then, they have. They've come up with an app.
Brian was just talking about that.
MJ, I think you're bringing that up now. Yeah. So there's the ADJ one. I don't have familiarity with it or of actually using it. I think they have another one, isn't that? Is that?
That's the Air Express.
Okay. Don't they have something to connect with my DMX?
I'm not the expert on these, so that I can't help you with.
All right.
I wish I could if there's someone in the chat who can,
Oh, yeah. Ian's telling us that the lighting controller actually makes Show Express too. I was told they were different companies, but I could be wrong.
I heard the same what you had heard, Dan.
Yeah. So, but anyway, so with the ADJ one, they're coming out with one. Mark from Eternal Lighting, he promotes an ArtNet type of setup where basically, what is the big one on the iPad now? It's like $100 app though. It's insane just to buy. But it's an all-encompassing system. So you actually use that connecting your wireless router, it connects into the little box. You don't need a computer to control it. It is the controller. Yeah. If you guys are in the chat, think of it. Let me know. It's Luminaire, I think maybe, if I remember correctly. But
that name's familiar.
But like I said, it's nice because it's an all-in-one. So you're not having to pull resources. Not that it takes a ton, but still resources.
Go ahead, Jason. You read at the same time I did.
Yeah, I did. I read Matt. He says, "Where do you stick the IR sensor on the iPhone 7?" When I was thinking, we talked about that last week, right?
Adapter.
Right. This is why I'm buying a 6 as soon as I can, as soon as the price comes down.
Yeah, that's
funny, Matt. Good one, Matt.
That's funny. Thank you, Matt. That's classic.
Matt, I think it's the best joke of the night. I mean, the show we're only halfway through, but so far
it wins. It wins. That's a good guy. So those are some of the big ones, and then I'm sure that like I said, I'm sure there's a bunch out there, but those are the ones that I'm most familiar with, and I think are really handy to be able to use. I like it just because I don't have a touch screen on my laptop, so it also makes it nice because by having the iPad or the iPhone, I can change it with pushing the button without having to set up a bunch of hotkeys.
Yeah, that sounds convenient.
Yeah, it's definitely going. Look
at there! Look who's joined. Look who joined us. Let's see what the cat brought in.
Hi guys.
Hi, Shani. What's going on?
Oh, everything's great. Thanks.
Have you? Yeah, you talking about? We were waiting for you. You got a story for us, right? Nice.
I'm just glad I could join in. I didn't see I didn't even see MJ. What did you just do?
Oh, put it back up. She's got to see it.
Seriously, like we really need that like every week now. This is ridiculous.
Oh. Graphics. Well, tonight, just in case you in your abduction by Uber, didn't pick up on what's going on. We are talking about apps tonight, and we are also talking about country music way too much.
Oh, are we?
I told them I was going to offend somebody on this show, and
well, that's my job usually.
But it wasn't country music that I was wanting to offend.
Oh, okay.
Just fell into it. See how easy it is to fall into it. But no, we're talking about different apps. Dan just got done talking about some of the lighting control apps. Have you ever used any of them?
The apps, no. I mean, we're still old school with our lighting stuff, and we're still doing it through the control, the normal controllers and everything. We haven't gone to that place yet where we're doing it through iPad or phone or everything, just because I don't know. I think I'm just more old school with it, that I just feel more comfortable with doing everything through the controllers and don't want something to malfunction or somebody get a phone call or, something go off during the app. So I haven't used any of that.
Well, and I would say that you probably have a dedicated lighting person for your for your thing. And that right there, I think makes a big difference. I know guys, that typically have more than one team member that can handle that. It's definitely is the way to go because you have everything set up. You got sliders, you got faders, you get more control than what you have in the app. But when I think, one of the advantages and what we often talk about is it's going to be a downgraded no matter what you have. It's a quick punch. It's a quick setup done.
Yeah, no, I mean, definitely if it's a one person crew, I definitely think that kind of stuff is definitely more convenient, for everybody just to kind of have everything in there. So you don't have to worry about walking over here or taking care of this while you're trying to mix or looking to see how the dance floor is. So definitely for one person crew, convenience, we're always talking about making stuff smaller and lighter and this and that. So I'm all for convenience to get that one man band going with the, what is it? The accordion and the
the drum and the cymbals.
Next time I stand behind my system, I'm going to have that image in my head, and I'm just going to feel.
I mean, think about
I'm
it.
the dancing monkey too. All right.
That's the thing, pulling the puppet strings. I mean, a one-man crew, is more than just a DJ to our clients, and I know they don't get that, but then they want to add this, and they want to do this, and they want to do this, and you got to try to find that happy balance. So I feel like you are that guy with the accordion and the cymbal and the drum between the legs, and you're trying to do all those sounds of making a band with one person.
Mm-hmm. It's true.
What kind of serious trauma would a person have to go through to be that strive and wish to be the one man band walking around?
I think you guys did an episode this last week. Did you guys talk about the cheap DJs last week? I think.
Craigslist.
DJs, yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, but a lot of people want to please their clients, and a lot of them who haven't gone to conferences or conventions or have taken other seminars don't know the route to say to their clients, this costs this amount, or like Dan was saying, or I need to have an extra tech there to run this. So they want to say, hey, we have the equipment. Sure, we'll do that. Sure, I'll do this. Sure, I'll add the 5 hours to this. And they don't know how to charge appropriately, or not even that. They don't know how to explain it to their client the way they need to explain it to say, this is why I need to bring in an A1 tech to do this, or the lights, the accent lights that are part of your package. And now you want to do, moving heads, that's here. And, they don't see it. They're, you got to talk to them in those street terms because they don't understand it. So a lot of the DJs are like, well, I just want to get this booking. So we'll call it the one man band, and I'll pull the accordion and hit the cymbal and, be the dancing monkey and make my client happy. So a lot of them don't know they haven't taken those courses or haven't talked to a mentor and don't know what to say.
Yeah, I wasn't particularly saying about DJs being the one and all. I'm talking about an actual person who wears the drum on their back.
The real one man band.
What would it take?
Oh, the real one man
band.
What
talent.
would it take in your life to where that's something you want to be known and paid attention for? So.
I think your name has to be like Louis or Pierre or something like that. To aren't there usually their names that do the one man band? They're like, my name is Pierre, and I've been doing this for 22 years. That's my accent.
I'm the one man band,
and I'm your one man band. That's my business card. My business card says one man band.
So Matt in the chat room
French
brought
or
up
Spanish, but it was.
It's that's my accent for everything. Whenever I've done accent,
that's your character accent.
That is I have one accent. It's in my resume. One accent.
So, Shani, I want to kind of clue you in on what Matt was talking about, a little inside
I'm like,
joke.
what blue?
So he's like,
I'm like, my nails. What?
saying
I
that
don't
your
know.
blue
Holy
portion,
crap, yeah.
even though
What?
I don't think you're wearing blue. Your tank looks more like it's turquoise than blue.
Yes, my take is turquoise.
Hold up, Jason. We're guys, okay?
It's blue.
We deal with colors in the Crayola 8 only.
No, not if
everything
it's
is just a
uplighting.
shade of blue. It's a shade of blue.
No, I have a girl that I have I let the bride match it.
If you're doing uplighting and they say shade of blue, as somebody who does lights, you should turn around to them and say, when you say blue, what do you mean by blue? And that's when you pull out the color palettes.
No, I say, what does David's bridal say it's called? All right, Google hue color or hex color for.
Yeah.
Boom. That's all I got.
But Jason is right. It is turquoise. It is
So
currently.
that we revealed the secret of the show that do you notice Dan's mic is like blue at the very bottom, how it glows blue?
Oh, it's like ultraviolet.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the secret is that that's actually where MJ like broadcasts from. Is that
He's all studios
He's
blue.
like the little dude in there.
he's the little dude in there?
Great.
Yeah,
He's right
that
there.
makes
And
Dan
every
Horton.
time he says something smart, I just
Like he's dancing in the mic right now.
Uh-huh.
If we like opened up the mic and be like MJ in his studio.
Yeah.
That's funny.
and Jason has his blue lava lamp going.
and I got
you
my blue
got
lava
blue
lamp
nails.
going. Ooh, which you can't
Okay,
see
yeah,
right
we'll
now.
go with the nails because I don't know I'm not ready for. Yeah, I
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
ready.
kinda
for
hard
the
to see.
blue. Oh, you do have the old school lava lamp.
Yeah, it's a little purple. Yeah, the old fire hazard.
Yeah, the one that's like the fire hazard lava lamp. I don't have like blue.
Blue's good enough. See, I started a trend. So next week I'm changing colors.
Okay,
You did.
you just gotta text. You gotta.
I don't
just
think
gotta
mine
go.
can do that. So I'll just bring it in.
I say we as the team we know what color it is, and then the chat room has to figure out what the color of the week is.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, maybe it'll be red.
Could be, but we're not letting you know if it's red.
No, we won't say. We won't say.
Nothing to say. Do we need to go to a commercial?
Sure. Yeah, let's take a break. And the tonight's show is brought to you by Electro Voice and Newmark and DJ Event Planner. We'll be back after this moment.
DJ Event Planner will change the way you manage and run your business.
And
Streamline
freeze.
all of your procedures and software into one easy-to-manage system. DJ Event Planner, the ultimate online planning tool. Internet star here tonight. Wait.
All right.
Are we
We're
doing that
back.
tonight? Oh,
No, you're fine. We're back at our final portion of DJ and TV live DJ chat with
See, we don't
MJ,
pause when
Dan,
everybody else does.
Shannon,
We just
and me.
keep going.
What?
I said, we don't pause when you go to commercial. We just keep talking.
Oh, I know. It's all good. I'm
Yeah,
not
I told him.
complaining.
We shoot another show while the commercials are going on.
Yeah, right. This is the
Be a
behind the
member
commercial
to
show.
see, and it's
and then it goes in Dan's microphone.
and then we all go to Dan's microphone and dance.
All the
That
conspiracy
sounds like
theories.
really perverted. I'm just saying.
That's what she said. Okay.
Ah! All right, so I am debating on which topic to go next. But what I'm going to do, I know what I'm going to do, and I don't know what I'm going to do.
What are you gonna do, MJ?
What are you gonna do?
What are you gonna give it away now?
Give it away. No, I was going to say I played Chili Pepper Saturday. Sorry. I'm randoming right here now. MJ, check your messages. No.
A live show, bro. Live show.
Chat room. No. We're going to talk about the next one here, and I'm going to segue across a couple things here, but I want to talk about wedding apps because I did a little search for wedding apps, and there's a whole lot of freaking wedding apps out there. For every part of a wedding, there's wedding apps. And as I mentioned, each one of these, each one is for a specific need in a wedding, in the wedding process, planning process, etc. And then you guys can, talk about it. The first one is called Appy Couple. Instead of happy, it's APPY, Appy Couple, and it allows you to via an app design a website to share your engagement story and all the different things about the wedding guests online and keep them informed about the big day and up and comings and stuff like that. So that's like the beginning right there, I guess.
That's slick. And of course, you get to create it on your phone, so you don't need a big old computer.
Yeah. So for those of you who've been married, Will that now? I'm guessing that Dan and Jason and with our advanced years, I left you out of that, Shani.
I know. I was like, thank you.
Our advanced years. It was.
I know I'm looking rough from the hospital stage.
Oh, good. Weddings were different back then. I mean, a lot more paperwork, I'm guessing.
Well, I mean, but the idea of the story and everything else is something that's been done. Like that's not a new element.
But you couldn't share it back then.
What was that?
You couldn't share it back then the same way, unless you did a newsletter.
The Knot had stuff like that, or you had other pages that you
graph out and.
Well, where I grew up, they didn't care. They
doves.
just wanted that. They were just waiting for the auction to happen, the garter auction.
The auction, yeah.
See more leg. That's North
wait,
Dakota.
Wait, time out. What's I don't know what a garter auction is.
This is North Dakota.
What is it?
When I spent most of my years DJing in North Dakota, so I got really good at auctioning off garters because every wedding there was a garter auction, and if the bidding slowed down, the garter would go down the girl's leg, and the faster the bidding the higher it would go on her leg, showing off more leg.
Her showing off more leg when he takes the garter off.
No, this is auctioning off the garter. So people are throwing dollars in a hat. And it's
so basically
last.
You're turning her into a hoe and having her like lift up her dress, and everybody's.
And okay. It's the bride.
That's the bride. Now, Shani, this is how people feel about it in Minnesota. What you're describing, but in North Dakota, this is like grandma's like more leg, more leg.
That's awesome. I want to try that now.
This is a cultural thing, and the last dollar would get the garter. And there were some dances I went for like an hour, and finally I lost my voice and said sold, and there were upset people because they still had dollars. And I'm like, throw it at the hat. I'm done.
So then like the garter would go down her leg, it would go up her leg, and eventually it's because you guys want it to go higher on her leg, correct?
Eventually, it just gets sold. We want to just accumulate as much money as we possibly could, and people bring wads
look
of
at Dan's
ones.
face. Dan, look at your face right now. You're like, I know. That's why I was like, I'm trying to like figure this out.
Like,
wow.
I have trouble turning the money dance into a positive element, and I'm like, oh, okay.
It's a tradition. It's
with every, like, it doesn't matter the religion or anything, because like certain religions.
Oh my gosh, I bet there better be some religions out there.
I'm saying like like certain like certain areas like if they're this, they have a special dance that they do with the money and this and that. So I'm just wondering if this is like for it doesn't matter. Anyone that's having a wedding.
North Dakota's pretty homogenous anyway. So
that's awesome.
Yeah. So it pretty much was like a standing, it just became a question. I would say, do we want to do a garter auction? And then
Juan just asked me to show my leg for everybody.
There you go. All right.
Who's the one that said
we're going to put in $1.
Yeah,
just $1. Let's go start with $1. Last dollar gets the garter. Let's go.
If we do that, then we're going to have to go back and use that app that we talked a bit ago about tipping for requests.
Right.
We're going to have a garter tipping app. So that'll be the next one.
Oh,
sorry.
And then you auction like this. Okay. Oh, we got another bid here.
That's crazy. See, I've never heard of that before.
Wow, that's so wild. Yep, that's a North Dakota
in my head, I'm thinking I just have a problem with it being on the bride. Maid of honor, maybe. Not matron, maid. Like, okay.
That's why I was like, wait, this is the bride, the one who just got married.
I would rather see the hot waitress do it, than any. No, I'm kidding.
That's all right. She likes country music. You won't.
No, sorry, forget that. The next one is called Wedding Happy. It is a pocket wedding planner. This app will let you know when you should start doing things like researching for a photographer, etc., and so on and so forth. So it's kind of like a full-blown wedding planning reminder. And it even talked in there about the fact that it doesn't matter if you're planning on being engaged for a really long time. It's good for that. So I thought that was kind of neat.
The next one is scroll that says, "Don't wait to book your DJ."
Or break up now. Run away. Wait, I haven't even gotten to the offensive part yet. I'm just beginning to start. And when I end with it, you guys are every person watching this show, watching it on demand, is going to hate me.
Well, warm up fast, MJ. We only have 15 minutes left.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go really fast.
So
here.
get to the good ones. Get to the good ones then.
All right, we all know about the Not Wedding Planning app. That's kind of there. Wedding Picks. I'm gonna wait on this.
Is that wedding pics or wed pics?
Wed Picks.
Okay.
Okay, Wed Picks and the wedding budget calculator. I'm gonna wait because we're gonna come back to them because I have a solution for both of them. So we're gonna come back to the wedding things because now we're going to focus on DJ apps that you can actually DJ with if you had to. All right, and I'll tell you why I want to get back to that. There are quite a few out there if you've not seen the DJ apps or have tried them. Some of them are pretty neat. One of them I've been playing around this week with the I got it here. The Mix Fader. It is a Bluetooth fader that works with your phone, and you can tie it into a USB turntable and throw on a Serato record and scratch that way and practice and stuff like that. It's really neat. Cool. So the apps are advancing to be beyond on your phone. You can tie them into other devices and actually give you a physical device to hold on to. But yet again, it becomes the computer that runs everything. So there's stuff like DJ, which is DJAY, Tractor DJ, eDJing is the one that works with that. Studio, DJ Studio 5, Cross DJ, DJ Control, Virtual DJs, remote app, Serato. Go ahead.
Everybody should know, or if you're not familiar with the VDJ one, that's to control your computer that's already running. You're not gonna. It's not a standalone.
The virtual DJ, yeah, and that worked. That's really slick. That one.
And it's only iOS, so it's only iOS. So good thing you don't need a 1/8" adapter for that.
Are you sure they haven't? I thought they had fixed that one.
No, they don't. We come up with a problem, Shana, you weren't here on, that we were talking about lighting control apps, and the ADJ one has that little adapter, that IR adapter that slides into the 1/8 adapter, and if you have an iPhone 7, you're screwed if you don't have that little adapter.
Yeah. So times are changing. I mean, look at all the computers that got rid of the, the CD. CD
no more CD-ROMs. What are CDs?
People
Coasters.
are, and not to get off track, but it's funny when new technology comes out and everybody's complaining about things. And it's like, guys, let's get around it. Let's figure out what we need to do, not what happened. I still have clients that go to hand me a CD and I'm like, can't put it in. I mean,
Where do I
have
put this?
and I have a little portable, like I do have one at home if I ever need to bring it. But it's like, there's so many other options. And that's what I'm trying to, and I know everybody was going crazy with the iPhone 7, but I'm sure there's going to be a million options, for people to do, just like with us now. You can, I don't know, USB a song, and you could this, and, like there's so many things. So everyone that was jumping on that, you can't have my headphones. You can, yes, you can. I'm sure there's going to be some sort of adapter. It's not going to be what you're used to. It's going to be something else, and it'll be like $85, and that will be that.
I honestly can't tell you last time I had something plugged into my 1/8" jack on the phone, because I use earbud, both Bluetooth earbud.
I was going to say Bluetooth, probably like everybody, and then they were complaining about like those Bluetooth. I'm sure you can use any Bluetooth. I'm assuming, I don't know, but I'm assuming with the 7, you could just connect your Bluetooth headphones that you're normally using. You don't have to use the Apple.
It'll work the same. The only thing is that W whatever chip that it comes with, it has a special way to connect to any device like their earpods and the Beats headphones that also have that chip. It's a quicker Bluetooth connect, more direct. That's it. But you can still connect regular, pairing and whatnot. Yeah, moving on to Serato Pyro. For those of you who don't know, the Serato fans, they put out an app last year called Serato Pyro, and basically the music that's in your phone, and I believe Spotify also, and you make a playlist, and it will beat match and mix your music for you.
Yes.
And that's by Serato. So they really had a lot of people hate that one right off the bat.
Yeah, I just use it on my phone when I like just to play music. That's what I use it for. No, because I was trying to come up with a joke and segue into the next thing.
So now this takes us into the wedding side of things. Okay, so we're beyond DJing, we're beyond lighting. Now we're talking wedding DJs. Okay. What most of the people here are, that are watching, not in the world, but that are watching probably, or more, that do a greater portion of wedding DJing than others. Now, the wedding budget calculator is an app that put a statistic in its description that I'm blown away by. Didn't know this. Perhaps you did. According to the annual Real Wedding Survey, I can't speak tonight. According to the annual Real Wedding Survey by popular wedding site The Knot, the average cost of a wedding is $31,000.
Wow, average.
For the whole entire wedding.
If you spend, this is where I'm going to get haters. If you spend $31,000 on one day of your life, it better have a return that is uncalculable, okay? And I'm going to explain how now that I think it's absurd that someone would spend that much on a wedding. I've always said that wedding DJs get paid too much, wedding photographers get paid too much, not because what they do isn't talented. It's extremely talented. But you really should not be putting $31,000 into one day. Those of you who are married, if you were to have to do it over again, would you spend as much money as you did the first time?
Yeah, but I didn't spend 31,000.
But you would spend as much as you did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think 31,000. That's what's the average like for what you guys deal with? Probably about a $10,000 wedding, I'm guessing.
Yeah, but you have to understand.
My wife would.
This is a one in a lifetime.
Yes, possibly.
Non-repeatable.
50% of the people, it's once in a lifetime.
The plan is that it's supposed to be once in a lifetime.
Yeah, the plan in both their heads at that time. It's supposed to be one in a lifetime, non-repeatable. This is so they could walk around from all the years to come and say that was the best day of my life, and then they say then the birth of my kids. You know, like it's like that
worked out.
But stop being the negative DJ.
I'm not being the negative DJ. I'm being honest. I'm being factual.
Okay, but you have to understand in certain areas, that's nothing for people with money trees like some of my clients.
I know. I'm not saying it. What I'm saying is
let them spend their money on what they want to spend their money on.
Agreed. But
with
come
some
on,
people,
tell me if you were counseling someone, would you honestly say, yes, please spend that much on your wedding. Don't worry about the wedding. Don't focus on the rest of your life. Just that one day.
Here's the math guy coming out of me. You've got some high numbers that are being thrown out because of people like Shaney's clients that we're talking about who can drop that kind of cash. And you have somebody who decides that, you know, they're gonna get the 4 dresses to have at the reception because they can, and they're gonna have a DJ and a live band, and they're gonna have lobster for everybody, and et cetera, whatever. And then you've got another person on the other side. It's going to skew the numbers.
I think it should be something like when you buy a house. What is it? You're supposed to your monthly payment is only supposed to be 30% of your annual income or something like that. They should have that for weddings too. That there's a thing there that if you and your husband only make this amount, you shouldn't be spending any more than that. And I have a solution for that. The wedding budget calculator, $299. There's your first investment to save money. It lists over 50 wedding expenses to keep in mind and allowing you to enter amounts, including deposits and final payments, which I thought that was kind of an important thing to put in there. And basically they ended up there that it helps you avoid overspending. So my 2 solutions. WedPix is an app that is a photo sharing and posting app that your guests can sign up via email, text, or Facebook, and the pictures they post can be considered public or private, depending on how you want to mark them. They can use wedding hashtags, and they all go to one place. And if they all do that, you've now just saved on a photographer. You don't have to pay for the photographer. So now that we've done that, what are we going to do about the DJ? Well,
this is so you can save money to hire the DJ.
No. The wedding, this is the best app ever. I'm going to sell it to everybody. It is called Wedding DJ is the name of the app. I need to go back to the other screen here.
There's actually one called Music DJ, who's probably going to get down the same route you are, but
I got to get back to the app. Thank you. I'm sharing too many things here.
Oh, it's a wedding DJ app.
It's a wedding DJ app.
Now we just did away with all party planners too, just now too, with all these.
Oh yeah. So the Wedding DJ app helps you plan out music you need for your wedding using songs and a playlist that you can add more or stuff that's, you can get online. When the big day comes, all you do is have to hand off your phone or iPod to the MC and simply say, slide to next at each part of the wedding. The music's loaded. It goes. You don't need anybody, but find someone in your family, maybe the person who oversees the wedding, and have them be the MC, and hand them that, and all they can do is to the next part slide, and they've just replaced.
Well, any bride that wants to do that much work is not your customer anyway.
You know what? I think I'm going to go talk to all the bar owners and tell them that we just need to bring Sirius in and play on the Pitbull channel, and you'll be fine.
Right?
Oh yeah,
exactly.
I have an app. I have an app that I'm going to be talking about called Bar DJ. Same sort of thing.
There you go.
But I think that's an incredible thing that, for a person who doesn't have a lot of money, don't have the option to maybe have an expensive DJ. But yet again, you might have the person who officiates the wedding might be willing to, yes, I'll announce your party as they walk in. I'll say, and now the father-daughter dance, etc. And to have something so simple set up for a smaller, simpler, someone who just doesn't have the money, that could organize things to really make it look clean. Which I thought was really kind of cool that it could be something that could simplify. Like the guy in the last show talked about how they iPhoned it to where they made it so simple that a 3 or 4 year old could understand it within a couple of minutes. And that situation there is something that they could take these simple announcement songs and have them be there.
But I mean, that's a great thing I think stuff like that, again, it's like the tiers, for people that don't have a lot of money or people that can't afford what they really want. Stuff like that is great, and they can deal with this really is our budget. And as much as we want to have the Cinderella type wedding, it's not going to happen. It's not reality. And these type of apps would be perfect for those people, because think about it. The people with money aren't going to even do that stuff on their own. That's when they hire the party planner and they go, okay, boo-boo, just to let me know when your next meeting with the florist is and the tasting night. Like they don't even want to touch that if they even know what an app is. Except the app that does their, checkbook balance.
They'll do it in the second wedding when they realize how much money
right, exactly. But I think these are great for the clients that really need to work within their budget. Now, then again, I don't need those DJs complaining that don't be offended when that type of client comes to you and says they only have $300 to DJ because they only quote unquote need a DJ because this guy who's a guest at their party is an MC and is going to do the formalities and going to do this and going to do that. And they could connect their phone because they have an iPhone 6 and they want to connect their phone and play off their playlist. So you don't really need to bring all your music, so it's like, then I don't need the DJs complaining that those are the type of people that they're getting because of this app. But I think apps, anything that's going to help people, I think the competition is great. McDonald's opening up next to Burger King is great because there's always going to be people that are going to love McDonald's. There's always going to be people that love Burger King. So I think all the power to all the stuff's going on. And if a client, brings me something like that, that's when I let them talk. I'll let them do their little spiel to me. And then I go, okay, are you done? Now let me put you in the reality of the world of what this is going to cost you, if you want us. So
here's the issue that I have with it, and this is what it comes down to. If you can't afford a DJ, don't have a DJ. In my viewpoint, I'd rather be at a party that is a cookout and we threw the radio on and we're having a picnic and enjoying our company than to have somebody who or something like that where it's half-assed put together and creates the illusion of problems. I mean, I've been to weddings where that app probably would have been better than what I was hearing. But in the same respect, the idea is where it's at. And whether we talk about price or not, I'd rather have a person controlling it who knows what the heck they're doing. And if you can't afford it, don't have one. Who says you have to have a DJ at your wedding? Who says you have to have music at your wedding? So
I just thought it was kind of cool that we started out with the Tinder app that you slide and finished up with the wedding app that you slide.
Right. And then
that was my goal on all that.
That's great. Well, wait a minute. We can't. No,
I've
I've been dying to share my idea on the whole show, so I got to share my idea.
We forgot another thing. Go ahead. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So a few years ago, I thought it would be really cool when you remember when the auto tune videos were really popular, and they'd have some guy like some basketball player's auto tune saying something over and over, and I thought, gosh, I wonder if I could do that with the speeches. I imagine if I could take and just kind of have my assistant select comments from the speeches and then auto tune it and then drop it into a song. And so I worked with like my Logic program and I tried to figure out, I could not get a way to satisfactorily make talking actually sound like rapping or singing or anything. And then last week, I stumbled across this app called Auto Rap that you talk into it and it rapifies whatever your talking is. This could actually pull that off and make that happen. So this could actually be like you could if you'd have to have an assistant to it, and if they put the select moments from the speeches and then fed it into the app, and then you'd have to feed it back. It'd be a little bit of a technical, cumbersome aspect, but I think that the wow effect would be. Well, I think that the wow effect would be worth it.
I took it a step further. Since the entire show tonight we're dealing with getting away with things, I eliminated everything. So as a person who's put out albums and produced and stuff, I've taken what he's given me and I've created 3 music videos from the little bit that he's given me, and I'm going to share it tonight. So everything within the music world we've replaced with an app tonight. And
so so these are my songs, and then the other voice that you hear in there is my wife Kelly.
So ladies and gentlemen, the debut of Jason Jones.
And Kelly.
Bueller. He said Bueller. My favorite movie. Who's that guy? What's that guy? What's his name?
What's his name?
What's his name?
Bueller.
The guy said Bueller.
Ferris. Bueller.
But the guy. What's the guy's name?
Oh, the guy.
The actor.
Guy, Stein.
Ben Stein. It's all about Ben Stein. Don't like Ben Stein, but think he's very funny. It's true.
He's like, yeah.
Video 1.
Rah rah. Ooh rah rah rah. Ga ga ga. Ooh ga ga rah.
I'm just asking her if I'd like to get in. She said no.
She said no. Well, that's because she's a Pontiac. Because that's how girls are, Pontiacs. Don't hit that F-150. Is she beeping at you? She is. Yeah, she is so rude. So you're taking bottom line. I tell you.
I was backup dancer there.
We dare you.
Oh my God.
It's half mile junction 41. Half a mile. Okay. All right. So that's that. Pointing us to turn left by the comb. Follow the G to paradise. Casino. The Dodge will tell you the way. Watch out for the pickup, by the way. The loader will dump the sand into your shorts, and there you'll be grinding your way, walking one report cut in your shorts. Coffees and Tululas and all kinds of tulips and things to eat because you're hungry. So water is what you find dripping down your face as you enter the sunny river.
Wow.
So I have to ask Jason,
Thanks for the video.
I feel like I need to ask it in some sort of British accent. And you're like, tell me, what were your inspirations? what kind of took you as an artist and took you down that road?
The Renaissance Festival. We were driving, and I was playing with the phone.
There's our show for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We went from a show that was before us talking about the details and technical aspects of someone hand building photo booths to us. That was the only app I didn't cover was photo booth apps, but we did it with the photo app. So if you want to spend money on a wedding like me and want to be single like me forever, there's a whole slew of apps out there to help you stay single.
Oh, brilliant. Thank you, MJ. Thanks, Shani. Thanks, Dan. Thank you for tuning in tonight for another DJ NTV live DJ chat. Good night, everyone.